Folks, I'm making no secret I love 1911s. I mean, hell, I have more 1911s in my collection than anything. And yes, some of those are Springers, some of those are non-blowbacks, and some of those are actual blowbacks. But another 1911 Springer we actually have in the collection is once again from ManStore Incorporated, or ManStoreHQ.com. And once again, if you use my coupon code AirsoftAL, you save 7% off your entire purchase. And the cool thing about this one is it's affordable, it's refurbished, and it's Walther. Yeah, Walther. Let's get into it, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 1911 Springer. It's actually rather nice, refurbished, but the only downside I have to it is, of course, that sticker. Why would you put a sticker on there and not just actually... Yeah, so I'm probably never going to use this a lot, or may use it a lot. I don't know. We're going to see. But thankfully enough, it has some tack rail on there, and I can actually put the run cam on there for you guys to actually see what's going on. But either way, though, ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host, AirsoftAL, and like I said before, this is from ManStore, and ManStore has been just killing it with their releases, and even some new products they got in. I mean, hell, they got some haters in, and they've been refurbishing the haters. So who knows? Maybe I'll be able to get that if you guys buy, if you guys support ManStore enough. They might send me some hater revolvers. Who knows? Either way, though, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the Springer. Now, this is based off of a real Walther 1911. And yes, Walther does actually sell 1911s. They do make 1911s. I'm going to play the clip again.
No, I'm not defending German technical superiority. I'm stating the fucking obvious.
If Germany can make something that's already great better, you know they are. So, of course, a Walther 1911 is an obvious one. But it's not exactly the best Springer I could think of when it comes to the Walther name. I think they could have done better, but one of those things. But what I will say is this. It does have a cross safety for the fire and safe. It does have a Picatinny rail there for your run cam. The trigger is actually decent. It is a half cock 1911, not a full cock. And what I mean by that is, let me grab another 1911. I'll show you what I mean. Here's the ASG TAC 1911, which is actually KJW STI TACmaster 1911, which is also on manstore.com, ironically enough. 70 bucks, refurbished. Go check it out. This is a full cock. This is what a full cock 1911 is. Here's the half cock. See what I mean? It's not cocked all the way. It's barrel to barrel, half cock. Moving back to the Springer, and not this one. But when actually pulling the trigger, let's actually see where the brake is. So there's a little bit of play right there, but when you actually pull back, there we go. So it's just like a non-blowback, pulls all the way. The magazine itself is one that I'm a little curious about because I believe this is a UK Arms magazine. I believe it might be a AGM magazine. I'm going to test that real quick. Let me go grab a UK Arms gun and, of course, the AGM gun, or at least Double Eagle in this case, and see if it will fit these magazines, shall we? Alright, I've got 3 magazines here. This one's the Double Eagle. This one is from a Responder 911, which is made by another company that actually is made up of a lot of guys from KJW. So let's pull out this magazine, and looking at it, I believe this is a UK Arms, but we'll see. Nope, too big for that one. So we'll set that to the side. Too big for that. Set that off to the side. UK Arms magazine. It's a little tiny. But, yeah, no, it will not. Nope, it will not feed up in there. So, it's actually, looking at side by side, okay, so it's a little too tiny and a little too thick. So no, this is not a UK Arms magazine. So this magazine is wholly proprietary to this particular gun. Which I like that, but at the same time, it's, yeah, a little unnerving for extra magazines. But, you know, cross-compatibility is a thing, I guess. Or not a thing, I guess. Like I said, this one's actually affordable on ManStore.com. It's actually $10 plus tax, but like I said, use my coupon code AirsoftAL. You'll save 7% off that purchase. But, moving back to it, the comfortability of it is actually not bad. You can remove the grip panels on this, which I do like that. I love that. I might see if these will fit on another gun. Not sure, but either way, though. The profile of it's not bad. The sights are atrocious, but we'll do what we can. The plastic itself is not too particularly bad. It's got a nice little return on it. It's not too bad. The dot on the firing is a little bit too small for my comfort, but, you know, it gets the job done. Either way, though, enough of my gabbing. Let's get to the Chrono and see what this thing is chronoing, shall we? Now, for the chronoing here, I have, of course, the Double Eagle / AJM / SOCOM / actually really decent 1911 here. This is based off of the 1911 government model, and this one actually can take a spring upgrade and do a lot of stuff. It's actually really nice. We're going to see what the chronoing on this is compared to this, since both of them are roughly in the same price range. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm a little curious of what ManStore actually did to that, but before that, let's go ahead and get the control group out of the way. So, safety first, because we are all about safety here. So, let's get the control group out of the way. 7 rounds out of this. What are we getting? 189. 194. Might have to put a better spring in this. 191. 190. 189. 189. 189. Roughly the 190, 189 mark. So, setting that off to the side, let's get this, which did sound a little hotter to a degree, so I'm a little curious about the power behind it. So, firing. 170. First shot ain't too bad. 168. 169. That one was spinning, by the way. That's actually kind of cool. 168. 167. 167. 166. Check the magazine. And we're out. So roughly about 74 feet, but we're not going to take this outside. We're not going to test that. What I am a little curious about is the grouping on this. I want to see at a CQB distance what the grouping actually looks like with this thing on. So let's actually get you guys off the tripod there, put the run cam on this, and see what kind of grouping we're actually getting out of this little thing, shall we? Okay, roughly CQB distance on this one with the Walther 1911 Springer. Let's get the run cam going. And let's go ahead and fire all 14 rounds, see what this thing does, shall we? I'm trying to keep my hand steady as possible on this one. I'm aiming center mass. I can actually see the BBs going. That's actually pretty funny. Again, I'm aiming center mass, so... And we're out. Alright, let's get back over there and see what the damage actually is. In terms of the actual grouping, it's all over the place. But considering this is a man-sized target, it's actually not bad. There's one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Like, it is definitely all over the place. But at least that's hitting something over, you know, not hitting something. But let's get back over here and I'll give my final thoughts and verdict on this one, shall we? The Walther 1911 Springer is not a good Springer. Yes, there are other better Springer 1911s out there. KWC makes good ones, Double Eagle makes good ones, there are better ones out there. But for those of you who are actually looking for one that actually does pretty good, and this one does pretty good, once again, this is a refurbished model, so it actually does pretty better than the stock one. And if you remember a long time ago, I actually reviewed the Red Jacket one. That one didn't do so well. This one actually did better than that one. I'm pleasantly impressed by it. I don't impress easy. I really don't when it comes to Springers. But this one does actually give me a soft spot on it, especially with the Walther sticker there. That definitely gives me a soft spot in my heart for it, because Walther 1911s, I've actually done a little research on them, and they are actually pretty good. And once again, if the Germans can make it better, the Germans can make it better. But, back to it. The Springer here is good for the price tag. This is definitely good for those who want to get into Airsoft and actually have gotten their main primary, but don't have a secondary. And they don't want to spend the money on a gas gun, but they want at least a secondary there for them to use. And this one is actually good for that. Like I said, there are better Springers out there, but for something that's in the States, and you can actually save money on, with my coupon code, AirsoftAL, 7% off, you know what I mean? This is definitely worth the money, in my mind. But, in terms of the final verdict, there are things that the company itself could have done better. Not ManStore. ManStore took something and they tried making it better. For $10, they could have at least gave us at least something solid like KWC. They could have done something at least good like Double Eagle or even AGM with their Springer 1911s. They could have done better, but opted to go with the cheaper route. I don't like that. A Springer 1911 should be something that actually is reliable, actually delivers the hit, has the distance, and is good, if not better, than your other standard Springer 1911s. But this is good. It is good for the price tag. It is definitely great for what it does. But my final verdict on this thing is no more, no less than a 8 out of 10. A good buy. This is definitely worth the money. If they only didn't do the cross safety thing like you would on a shotgun, if they actually did go with an actual, well, lever safety, if they actually did have like the grip safety, you know, something of that lines of an actual AJM or Double Eagle 1911. AGM. Why did I say AJM? AGM 1911. You know, I'm just going to grab it to let you know what I mean. If they went the route of this 1911, or even the KWC 1911 Springers, where they have the functional safety. This one has a functional safety and a functional grip safety, while the KWC has a functional slide lock safety, and actually does perform better than most. This one does not have either, and all three guns fall within that price tag range. But that's one of those things. But I will say this, if you're looking for a 1911 Springer, this one, it's definitely one to look into. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, the Common Man's Airsofter, who loves 1911s, and may have a borderline obsession with them. And if you guys want this gun or any other Springers that have been refurbished to do better than the stock versions of them, linked down below is, of course, ManStore's Facebook, website, and eBay page. And would you kindly consider using my coupon code AirsoftAL? Save 7% off your entire purchase. And if you guys want to help out the channel even more, but you want to do it directly, there's a PayPal link down below to help us out. It's you guys who actually make these reviews possible, and it was actually you guys that actually give us the ability to actually talk to ManStore. Like, no joke. The Tavor right here is a ManStore Tavor. And it was you guys who donated that actually gave us the ability to buy one of these, review one of these, and because of that, we were able to contact ManStore and be like, hey, we loved this, we want to help you out, we want to work with you. And because of that, we now help out and work with ManStore. So if you guys want to help us out, consider doing that so we can do actually more good work that we do. Anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL, the comments Airsofter who reviews good guns to let you know if they're worth it or not, which in this case, it's definitely worth it. And I will see all you lovely people in the next video. Till next time. Later!